All right, so we're going on a little tour through my house because we have lots of things to do today, and I have a video to make, and I have an acting class to get ready for, and I have all the things to do. So I thought I'd show you a little bit about my setup for getting ready for acting class and also for getting ready just for other things as well. So right now I'm holding a selfie stick, which unfortunately this particular selfie stick's remote control doesn't work or pair with my phone, which is a kind of a pain in the tuchus, but here we are. So in my house, we have quite a few things that support my multiple different things that I like to do. Behind me, you can see my kabam board. There you go. Lots of things going on. A lot of them are personal. I have a lot of things happening this year, and I'm excited about all of them. I'm also trying to decide whether or not I need to add another TikTok and another Instagram account to my world so that it doesn't reflect my author standing, but reflects my, hey, I'm doing this modeling, thing. But the idea of having to toggle between two more sites and having to log out and log in to all of them is kind of, well, I'm not looking forward to the idea. So I'm going to talk to my acting coach about it tonight. So as you can see, I have started my acting questions and homework. I'm trying to come up with some good business type questions. I really got into this mainly because I wanted to do commercials, print work locally. I have no desire to become the next Zsa Zsa Gabor, but here we are. Maybe I will. Over here, I have my workout stuff for when I don't go to the gym. I like to be able to spread it out, do more like my physical therapy exercises that I picked up on last year. And also I have a lot of little smaller exercises that I can do at home. And sometimes it's just nice not to have to drive somewhere. As much as I love going to my gym, it's good to take a break. So this is going to be what I'm working out with tomorrow. And that's my writing bag. That's my writer's bag that I carry all bunch of stuff in, my knapsack, just basically all the things. So moving right along, we're going to go through my house and I'm going to take you to the next place where I have to go to get things to set up for my acting stuff, which is happening tonight. And I'm really enjoying the classes, but it seems to be a little bit more centered on film and television work as far as shows and stuff. And some of the sites that I was recommended to join up on are great, but they're sending me stuff for, I don't know, New York and places like that. And I am not going to New York. As you can see, this is a pretty busy room as well. And I have all kinds of things well, maybe you can see it this way. This is the stuff I have to carry to my little room that I write in. You can see all of the physicist framed stuff there. This is all the stuff I have to carry. So I have this ring light and it goes to 5'2", and I use it for my auditions, which I've only done 3 auditions, and I'm planning on doing more tomorrow, but I want to be dressed a certain way, in a more neutral color. Right now I've got on one of my favorite dresses. It's my little print dress, and I think it's great, but it's not appropriate, I think, for doing auditions. And I just signed up for a website called backstage.com where I'm supposed to upload a video of me, probably my slate, but I want to confirm that tonight, all the questions. And then I also have 2 other types of videos to upload. And even though I may be lousy at doing them or I don't know what I'm doing, I still have to do it. I have to learn by doing, right? That's how we do things around here, because I'm cheap. When I hear what some people spend on learning to act and stuff, I'm like, yeah, no, that ain't happening. We're on a retired fixed income budget and I want to go to Europe, and we are going to Europe. So that's going to be fun. But as you can see, I did do my hair and makeup. Don't I look so cute? So this right here is another thing. This actually holds the stand. So in just a little bit, I'm gonna bring in the thing that holds the backdrop. And that was an expense. It was $100 for that. The stand was about $40. So I spent $150 on that. I started a little expense sheet because I think it's important to know where your money is going, no matter what you're doing. And even though I may not ever deduct this, because who knows where the heck this is gonna lead, I just wanna know how much money I'm spending on this new little hobby of mine, or new little adventure of mine. So now I'm carrying my backdrop bag, and then I'm gonna set up my wonderful acting studio, if you will, in my writing area. Another place, or as Tonks likes to call it, where she sleeps and likes to stop me from working. So that's all fun and games. So this is the thing that my bag comes in. It's kind of big. And it's a pain in the tuchus to put it back down again. So that being said, I'm gonna set everything up and raise this up a little bit so you can see what I have to do. My little selfie stick, woohoo. First things first, I'm gonna set this up here so you can kind of see me. I gotta put this down a little bit more. There we go. There, author Christine is going to come after Christine. So first things first, as I run around this whole little space, this is the Katie backdrop dealy bob that I bought for $100. And I will use it, I think, for future me and my podcast that I'm planning on doing. And I'm kind of going to sit down and figure out how I want to approach that a little bit later. So I'm going to pull it out of the bag. And it just pops open. It's this big ass thing. Look at that. It can be vertical, horizontal. I think I'm going to do it with the gray back. Nah, I'll probably do it with the blue backdrop because I'm going to wear a blue dress tomorrow for my little audition. So that's this. So the next thing I have to do is raise this up. It's the stand that holds it. You see the things I'm having to do? I don't even know why I do this stuff to myself. Again, I'm not even sure I want to do a whole like new Twitter, or no, not Twitter, a whole new, see this goes pretty high. Now I just have to tighten everything up. Lefty loosey, righty tighty. Still works low all these years later. So I'm gonna do like this, tighten that up. Now, here comes the fun part. You get to watch me doing all the things. Also, I'm breaking in a new pair of contacts, so I can hardly see hard. Well, I can see, but I'm trying to decide if this is, oh, okay, I want to do blue side. Isn't this fun? But this is something I have to do to get ready for auditions, so I thought, well, I'll set it up for tonight's class, and then I'll have it for tomorrow's auditions with my blue top, which I think will look good. Well, or just a top anyways. So now, beep, beep, this has to kind of clip onto this. This dealy bob clips onto the, okay, now it's going down. I don't want it to go down, so I'm making it. I'm going to make this work somehow. Lefty loosey. Ta-da! It's still not high enough because when you're doing these shots, they have to be like higher than your head, and I don't know anything about eye lines, so watch me go write down a question now because I don't know diddly. Where's my cute little acting notebook? Let's see, eye line for backdrop, and I want to know what nationwide means, whatever the heck. Because that is some kind of a thing that they put in the audition thing. So I don't know anything about anything. So I'm learning as I go. So I'll stick this down over here. I'm gonna ask about TikTok and Instagram new account because, you know, it's no fun having to toggle between all of these things. I already have 2 Facebook accounts. It's a pain in the tuchus, let me tell you. Let's see. That's not bad, that. Then the next thing I have is my handy dandy ring light, which I already had because, you know, I was going to be, I don't know, doing more stuff with it a long time ago. And then I didn't do stuff with it, and now I'm doing stuff with it. So nothing is wasted. Okay. And this has 3 little beely bobs. See? Like this on the bottom. That rate will make it tall. Ding, ding, ding. So that's number 1. And I have been using this on my table, but I find that I'm looking up the whole time I'm vlogging, and that's just no fun. So I think we're gonna rearrange all of that and do it differently. Also, in today's video log, I'm gonna be sharing with you some other kind of more like housekeeping kind of stuff, things that we're up to here. In Glover world, and also in life makeover world, and also in transformation challenge world. You know, you name it, I'm doing it because 63 is the new 63. I'm not ever going to try to be 62 again. Okay, so that can still go a little higher. What the heck? This is supposed to go to 5'2". This does not look like 5'2" to me. Does it look like 5'2" to you? Nope. So, thinking, well, you see why I'm having so much trouble? Like, I can see why people would hire coaches and shit like that because, excuse me using the F-bomb or the S-bomb a lot, but I think, aha, I figured it out. Woohoo, see, learning by doing. So that's my little ring light thing. And that has to be positioned away from me. And I usually do it in here because I have really great natural light and there's no echoing. Unfortunately, it's impossible to get a long shot. So then I have to stop, roll all this stuff out into the hallway, get the physicist to help me and hold my camera. And it has to be horizontal. Yeah, horizontal, not vertical. So nothing like a TikTok or an Instagram video. So all that has to be done like that. So I'm gonna be moving this out of the way because it's ready to rock and roll. And it has actually got a lovely remote control that works, unlike my selfie stick. So this is pretty good. I'm happy with this. So I'm just gonna kind of move this out of the way a little bit till tonight. Alrighty, so that brings me to what else I'm doing around here, which seems to be a lot. Oopsie, I did that wrong too. So now I'm getting out my life makeover book to discuss that with you a little bit. So my thing is, we already skipped, my friend and I, we already skipped chapter 23. I think it was chapter 23, because it was like shine your light and shine your light on a secret desire. We're like, well, we're already doing everything we wanted to do. I've already gotten the modeling and acting agency to sign me. God help them. And I'm taking acting courses and I'm doing the thing that I love most, which is writing books and enjoying being with my writing community. So that was great. So we both agreed, let's skip that chapter. So then we went on to the next chapter. Here's the book that we're working on, Life Makeover by Cheryl Richardson. And we are currently on chapter 24, and it's called Close Encounters. And the thing is, with it being close encounters, that's all great and stuff, but I wonder what this would look like in front of my doors. What if this would freak out my cat? Poor Tonks, she gets no respect. Look at this. Now I'm gonna move this over here. So if the physicists come walking by, you'll just see this. I think, oh, close enough. Anyhow, so that's my little backdrop. And I like it. It's good. And I'm looking forward to doing some of these acting things. I've bookmarked them. I've put flags on them for my future auditions, which I'm going to work on tomorrow. I'm breaking in my contacts. Actually, the reading part of it's going pretty well. It's the distant thing I'm a little bit worried about, but it seems to be doing okay. So, Paul, do I add an extra Instagram and TikTok account to my world so that people will separate author Christine from, gee, I'm having fun trying to be a model actor Christine, or should I just kind of mash together my author and my current status of what I'm trying to do into one biography? Because I think that would be so much easier on me right now. Plus, I have a big thing happening next week, so I don't want to do anything to mess up my accounts. So anyhow, we're doing this book. That's part 2. And, oh, I'm winded. You'd think I never worked out, which is another thing I want to talk about in a minute. So this one was about deepening connections with people and making quality relationships. And the main quote in this chapter that I have, always loved this chapter since the first time I read it. I have no patience for the cocktail level of life. Nana Ada Svensson. 100% agree. Like, I can play Cocktail Christine and go to parties and be ha 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 and joyful and put on a pretty good show. But the truth is, I prefer quality relationships over quantity relationships. I would much rather have the company of myself than have the company of someone I have nothing in common with and probably can't connect to on any level. They're either shallow or they're just not my cup of tea. Like, we all have those kind of people that, you know, maybe they're great people, but they just don't mesh well with us. So in talking this over with my friend in the Netherlands, she kind of had a hard time too. Mind you, she has grown up in the same place since she was a teenager. I think they moved to this little village just outside Rotterdam. Gosh, she must have been in her mid-teens, somewhere around there. And she's lived there her whole life. So she's got friends that she's known since high school, since her early Sea Scout days. She met her husband there. So they have a really great core group of friends. And how do you build on that? Like, you know, there's only so many hours in the day, basically. And I'm doing this long distance with my girlfriends and with my guy friends too. I have a few. where we're doing long distance happy hours once a week with our couple friends over in Virginia, where we're making intentional phone calls with girlfriends and having nice, lovely long chats, where it's not just, hey, we're going to like your post on Facebook or Instagram or whatever, or repost you on TikTok. No, we're doing meaningful conversations. That being said, I did find a couple of people that I wanted to get to know better. One of them was at my gym, but she is a menopause coach, which I find very interesting. And she was asking me some questions about writing and publishing, and I have some questions for her. So I've already emailed her. We exchanged cards this week. And I always follow up on those kind of things. Not everybody does. Like, I can't tell you how many people I've given my card to say, hey, I'd be happy to help you with X, and never hear from them. So I just emailed her and said, hey, it was great meeting you, having a chance to chat, would love to get together and talk writing, publishing, and whatever else. We'll see what comes of that, because right now this week is very, very busy. So that was number one. And another person was actually from my acting class, and she lives fairly close by. She moved to an area that I absolutely love, the Domain, which is really fun. So we talked about maybe getting together. I don't know if we have anything more in common other than the fact that we're both in this acting class together. She's a very talented individual. So I'd like to get to know her better. Whether or not that leads to anything, you never know till you try. There's been times I've met people, yeah, let's get together for lunch and talk writing, and then it's mostly not about that. Or I've met people and they've wanted to commit to different things and nothing's come out of it. So in those ways, I kind of feel like, well, it's really okay to try new friends out for size. That being said, there's my bra, because I'm losing weight, guys. Hello, I am shrinking away. I'm so happy about it. Ready to stop, but I do love this dress. It's one of my favorite dresses, so I want to be able to wear it as long as possible. So anyway, I'll meet her, see if we hit it off, if we mesh, and she seems very interesting. So even if it's just a one-time encounter where we kind of get to know each other better, that's cool too, because nothing is wasted. Even the bad encounters we have aren't wastes. They teach you who not to, hang out with, and they also hone your watch out for this person's skills. It's just a really important thing to have. I can usually spot problems now way faster than I could when I was in my 20s and 30s and 40s. And that being said, I've been having fun on TikTok as an author, posting my model videos, posting fun videos about our adventures here together, the physicist and I. And I've really been enjoying just reposting my friends' videos and all of the things. As my friend Jeannie likes to say, who writes as Lexi Ryan. She writes as Lexi Ryan. So basically, it's been fun, and Pam and I have been doing things. My critique partner, Pam Montavani, and we've all been kind of supporting each other. The Word Birds get together tomorrow, minus Pam, because she gets to go to Italy, lucky dog. And I wish I was going to Italy again. I absolutely loved Italy. Every time I see the pictures, I'm like, oh, it was so amazing. I loved it so much, and I can't wait to go back. But we have a trip to Paris and the Netherlands planned for September, so looking forward to that as well. So that's where we are with the Life Makeover book, humming along. And it's, it's different this time because we are older and we have different lives, and we have grown children, and we have different things knocking on our door, different opportunities, and we kind of know who we are. So we're just sort of, I would say, expanding what we do, or trying a few new different things, or not worrying about what other people think anymore, because we're just who we are and we've earned this. So I kind of feel like it's been a really good experience to go through this book, but I'm wondering when we're really going to get into something that's meaty, that challenges us completely, because it hasn't been a while since we've been challenged, because we kind of well, we're kind of there. We're happy with who we are, and we've worked hard to get here, and now we're enjoying the fruits of our labors. Which brings me to the fruits of my labors being the fruits of my labors of working out. I've been working out with a personal trainer now for almost a year, and he's been great. I absolutely love him, but he's probably moving on to another gym, and the gym is not close to where I live. It's the same company, just closer for him for driving and stuff, and it'll be a great experience for him. And he's been great. He's kind of been like my personal support. He's been like my emotional support personal trainer, if you will. He's all the things. I've cried a couple of times over real life problems, and he's been there for me. He's listened to me kvetch about different things, and he just takes it all in stride. And he's a really good trainer. I feel like I'm in really good shape because of the work that he put into helping me with my neck and my shoulders and balance and stability. He's just been great. I just absolutely love him. So, but he might be leaving. In the meantime, we're going to take advantage of our time remaining and continue to work out. So that leads me to the physicist also had to end his relationship with his personal trainer. He's been through 3 now, 2 women and 1 guy, and they've all been fabulous. But it's time to, move on. It's been almost a year and a half for him, maybe 2 years since it'll be 2 years in August that he'd been working out with trainers. So it was time. It's not cheap. It really is a very good investment if you have the money to do it. But it is like a car payment. And we might need a new car someday. So there's a lot of things happening. So with that, we decided to go ahead and get one of those crazy in-body type scales that does the whole inside your body water content, BMI, skeletal muscle, all the things that the scale at the gym does, so that we could continue to monitor those things at home. Lordy, that setting up that thing was a pain in the tuchus, but we got it set up. And the one thing that I did see that was pretty much equal was the BMI. BMI from my big fancy gym one versus the one at home pretty much read the same. So I have dropped 3 points on my BMI. I'm down to from a 29.7 to a 26.5 or 6, depending on which machine you're looking at. So that's really good. So I'm 1.6 percentage points away from 25, which is your normal. Although I don't think I could ever be normal. So there is that. And then I also looked at the water content, but musculoskeletal content. We did this like on a Saturday morning after cleaning house. So things are all catawampus anyways, but we just wanted to see how the thing worked because learn by doing, yay. So we both did it. At one point I weighed myself as him and he weighed himself, I think, as me. So that was kind of interesting, but there's an app that goes with it. And I think over time we will get more proficient with it. The one thing I will not do is stand on this thing every day. A, I don't want to know all this stuff every day. B, it talks to you, so it's noisy, and I don't want to wake the physicist up. So I'm setting up once a week, Wednesday mornings more than likely, since that's a day I'm going to probably skip the gym and do stuff at home, catch up on other things. And then I'm just going to keep track of it that way. And the app will keep track of it, and it does sync with my Apple Watch in health, but they don't really talk together about the workouts and stuff that we do. So I'm not going to manually input all this stuff over and over and over again. It's not happening. I'm just going to keep track of everything on my watch. And now I can just look at it on my phone too, because I've linked those 2 apps together. So much fun learning and growing in your 60s. So that's where we're at right now. We have a lot of things going on. I do have to figure out what to do about TikTok and Instagram. I'm not doing anything to mess with my success until after my big thing next week that is coming out. I have a big promotion. I don't want anything to mess up my account. So I'm just leaving it as is. I'm not changing the bios. I'm not doing anything. I'm thinking for right now, all I want to do is change the bio because I don't want to toggle back and forth between all of these sign in, sign out, sign in, sign out. Oh, I forgot my password, blah, 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 blah. And primarily, I am still a romance author. I write books and I promote the books I write. This whole modeling and acting thing is lots of fun, but it has to be kind of organically successful for me because I don't need it. I just wanted to see if I could get representation and I got it. And so now I look at what's out there and I'm learning and meeting new people and that's great. But I'm not going to like upend something that I worked on my whole life just about, seems 20 plus years in the industry. But at any rate, that's where we're at right now. Life is humming along. We feel pretty good about things here at the Glover household, at Casa del Glover. The physicist is in great shape. He's lost like 35 pounds. He's feeling great. I'm feeling great. Here's my bra strap again. Sorry about it. I'm just trying to be all that and a bag of chips, I guess. But yeah, this dress is getting a little bit too big for me. And that's another story for another day. So I hope you are all doing well. If you have hobbies or interests that you'd like to share with me, that would be great. If you're 50 or older and you'd like to share the things that you've done to remain vital and visible, especially if you're no longer working out in the workforce, or if you have an empty nest and you're trying to figure out what to do with that empty nest time, I would love to hear from you. You can either email me. My email information is in the description below, or you can just comment in the comments and I do check and I'll get back to you. If not, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please give me a thumbs up if you did. I'd like to get a few more likes, and I guess I'll see you next week.